Welcome to LiveWell on Location, TV Beyond the Box. LiveWell is exploring Mesa County, and we're bringing you along. We'll try different activities like hiking, biking, yoga, football exercises, and more. There's no better place to live healthy than right here in Mesa County. We have all these great resources right at our fingertips, and we're going to show you how to unleash them. LiveWell on Location is just one piece LiveWell is doing to help improve the health of Mesa County. For more on LiveWell, visit the LiveWell website. Don't just live, live well. Hi, and welcome to this episode of LiveWell on Location. Today we're exploring geocaching.
Geo what?
Geocaching, hunting for treasure. Let's go talk to Urban Trails member and geocaching expert Joe to find out more.
What I define geocaching as is a treasure hunt. It's a way to get people out into the woods or off their usual beaten path and try to find something that's hidden out there. A treasure, we'll call it. First thing you need to do is you need to get one of these GPS units, similar to this. And then what you need to do is you need to look up on your internet connection and look for www.geocaching.com. And there you can register your name and your home zip code and so forth, and without any charge. And what you do is you would put your location in, and it'll give you a list of geocaches ranging from the nearest to the furthest away. Mm-hmm. And that's how you find out where these geocaches are. And as you know, the Earth is a large grid of a map, let's say. And every point on the Earth has a longitude and latitude. So that's how you can define where that treasure is. Mm-hmm. It's a certain point, at a certain longitude and latitude, and you will pull those coordinates off of the website, mm-hmm. and be able to put them in this unit. And when this unit then has those coordinates in it, there's a function on here that say to find that particular
mm-hmm.
point. And you press that and it'll tell you exactly how far it is and what direction you need to go to get to it. What I like about it is just the challenge of finding it, which wasn't so easy the first couple of times that we tried to do it, because sometimes you get near and it's hidden in places that you would the least expect it. We're trying to find what they call a cache, and a cache in most cases is something physical, like for instance this box that I've got right here. This is what I would call a physical cache. There are also like virtual caches, like maybe that tree over there, or a sign, or a street sign, or something, a work of art down on Main Street. That can be what you would call, I think, a virtual cache, which is not an object like this that has a box and something in it. It's not really, this, in true sense, a treasure. Mm-hmm. So this is the cache, is what you might find. Of course, it's going to be covered with rocks. It may be under logs, or it may be hidden some other way. Okay. It's definitely going to be hidden. It's not going to be, the GPS is not going to take you right to it. It's mm-hmm. going to take you in the proximity to it.
So you have to do some hunting.
Yes, which is that's the fun part of it. Mm-hmm. Okay, well I have a typical cache here that I put together. And what we've got here, you'll always find a notebook in the caches. And the notebook is something that you can write your little comments in, and you'll see the date. You usually put who you are and what you found, what you took out, what you put in, if you didn't take out anything. And that's a nice log for the folks to have that have planted this geocache. And a couple of typical things, especially if you're going with small kids, it's nice to find things like, here's a SpongeBob, and the kids love to do this, and you might take that out and put something else in. If people put a quarter, here's something as simple as a paper clip, a little, looks like a little seahorse, a kazoo, a little car. So the typical, you'll find all kinds of things in these things. Battery, any rubber bands, anything that people can exchange and put in there just to say they've done it. Myself, I usually don't do anything. I don't usually take anything out or put anything in, unless I'm with my grandson or something. I think it's basically understanding a GPS and having a respect for where you're treading, too. You should really try to stay on marked trails or designated trails bushwhacking is not good, especially when you get out in the desert. You don't want to destroy that cryptobiotic crust that's on the ground. So if you see something that's pointing to an area over here, let's say, and you have to walk across an unpathed area, it's probably better. Normally a geocache will be hidden near a trail, so you just have to assume that the trail is going to wrap you around and get to it. That's one thing that should be really, people should be careful of. It's a great family activity. Again, it's a type of thing, for instance, I asked my wife, do you want to go for a walk or do you want to go for a geocache? 90% of the time she'll say geocaching, I'll do it. Yeah, but if it's just for a walk, nah, it's exercise. It's a great way to get exercise with a purpose. There are hundreds of them. You would not believe. Geocaching is a worldwide sport. You can go any place in the world on that internet site and look, and you'll find geocaches. It's a really good idea, just like it is when anytime you're walking in the woods or in the desert or in an area you're not familiar with. It's a good idea to bring a map. Now, what you can do is on the geocaching site, you can actually zoom in and get a map that's fairly close. You're not going to get a trail map or anything, but at least you'll get an idea of where you're going. And that's how you do. You get to a certain point with your vehicle, and then you walk the rest of the way. You can't expect the geocache to guide you totally all the way. And they'll give you little hints on the website of where to go, and kind of when you get near, they'll give you little hints also. And that's part of the fun. There's a little code in there. Once you get tuned onto the website, though, you'll be able to see exactly what I'm talking about. So some of them might be, I've been on a couple where they were pretty tough to get to, even with a vehicle. Mm-hmm. So you got to be a little bit aware of that. And again, use the rules that you would if you were going out hiking. Even though you got your GPS, you should have a map.
Arr, matey, this geocaching sounds fun. Let's go find me a treasure.
It's a cache. Let's go to REI and get the equipment we need to get started. Come on.
Aye, aye.
We're looking for a GPS unit so we can go geocaching.
All right, let me show you some over here. So what I've got right now, I've got the Vista, I've got the 60 CSX, and I've got the Colorado units. So these are the latest and greatest.
Okay.
But you can actually, we also carry one that is just a little yellow E-Trex, and it's $100, so it's real inexpensive. Anything that you can put waypoints into will work for you for geocaching.
Okay. So what is a GPS unit?
A GPS unit, basically what it does is it's picking signals from satellites that are going around the Earth all the time.
Okay.
So it takes those satellites and it needs to get at least 3 of those to triangulate your position. So then it just beams down and gives you your position on the unit. And then you can mark that as a waypoint.
Are these pretty easy to use if you were a beginner?
Mm-hmm. They really are. They're pretty basic. A lot of it is just a matter of getting used to it, using them enough so that it just kind of becomes second nature. But they are easy to use. They're working on 2 AA batteries. Mm-hmm. Really easy to find. You always want to make sure that you have extra batteries with you, because if you run out of battery power, you won't lose the information that's on there, but you won't be able to access it until you put new batteries in. Okay. So you've got an on button on the side. You've got a page button, you've got in and out to go farther or closer in on your map, and then an enter button. And then with the Vista, you've got a toggle switch right on front.
So those are all the satellites
these
that are up
these
now?
Are the satellites that are up there, and what it's doing is it's picking up any number of satellites, and you can see the bars down here. When those darken, it means it's actually picked up the satellite. Okay, so you need to get at least 3 of those to get your position, and then you're getting a 4th one to get your altitude.
So if we wanted to go geocaching, first thing is to go to geocaching.com.
Right.
Put in the zip code.
Put in your zip code. It'll pull up caches that are close to you. You can choose one, and then you're going to download that information onto your unit in terms of a waypoint. Okay?
And then
off you
go. The fun starts.
Then the fun starts, and it is great fun. Absolutely.
Is this something you could do with your family members, kids, any ages?
Any age can do it, because there are sites that are extremely easy to get to. Like I said, they're around the world and anymore. They're in the backcountry. They're in urban areas, like in town. They're going to be, you can find some under the water. I mean, they're everywhere. It's amazing. So definitely it's a great way to get kids involved with hiking. You know, you say, do you want to go for a hike? And they kind of go, no. You say, do you want to go find a treasure? Wow, whole different ballgame, right? So yes, it's a great way to get people out and enjoying the outdoors. And learning the city, learning the countryside around them, everything.
What are some other benefits of a GPS unit? What else can they do?
GPS is really great. If you're going into an area that you're not familiar with, if you put in a GPS or put in a waypoint when you first get out of your car, and that marks where your location is, and then as you go out, you put in more waypoints, okay? And if you take a left turn and then when you come back, if you've ever noticed when you're hiking, you come back and it doesn't look the same as it did when you go out. So if you're putting in waypoints as you go out, as you come back, you'll just do a go to each specific waypoint and it'll take you right to that point, usually within about 10 or 20 feet.
Okay.
Okay. So they're great in the wintertime if you go up on the Grand Mesa or if you go any place out in the wintertime when the weather can come in quickly and turn really nasty. You get caught in a whiteout. This will give you signals and it will give you your position even through the clouds.
Great way to get back home.
Great way to get back home safely. Absolutely.
So if we went ahead and bought a unit today, do you guys offer any kind of classes or any kind of opportunities to?
We do. We actually, usually about once a month, we have a GPS clinic. It's generally from noon to 2 on a Saturday. And it's set up, what we'll be doing is going outside and actually using the units so that people can see how they work and play around out in the parking lot, or we might even go over to the park and play around over there. So yes, we definitely, because we want people to be comfortable with them and understand how they work and have fun.
Perfect.
So, and then different units, it's just a matter of the Vista has got compass, altimeter, it's in color, it has got expandable memory, which means you can put a little SD card in there and put down as much memory in there as you want. The GPS 60 CSX, again, C for color, X is for expandable memory, and this is the same thing as this one, a little larger a larger screen, all the buttons are on front, so you don't have to guess which button to push, you can see it right there. Okay, and then the newest one is the Colorado, and everything is done with a wheel. But like I said, depending on your budget, you can go anywhere from $100 up to $1,000.
So what would you recommend for a new person starting out for a GPS unit?
Here again, depends on your budget. Like the very basic is going to work for you for geocaching. So, but then it's a matter of if you want compass, if you want altimeter, if you want mapping, if you're going to use it to go cross country as well as in the back country, then something that has got expandable memory is nice because you can put additional maps in there. And then when you get on the highway, it will tell you, if you pull up an exit number, it will tell you what services are available at that exit. It will give you your estimated time of arrival based on your speed. And then you can actually get software that will go do topo for you. You can get software that will do city navigation so that you within a city you can find addresses, businesses, that sort of thing. So it'll do almost everything.
So Candy, I think we're going to go ahead and take this one.
All right, great. Now I'm going over to the park right now if you'd like to go with me and try some geocaching.
Sounds perfect.
All right, you might need some sunglasses.
Let's go. Wow, Marika, geocaching was so much fun.
I know. I am so glad we came out to do this. And you know what? I even got exercise.
I know, it's something you can do with your family, your friends, or even by yourself.
You know, we've got to come out and do this again.
We encourage you to try geocaching. Who knows, there could be a cache-in on one of your favorite trails. For more on geocaching, visit the LiveWell website.
And remember, don't just live, live well.
Perfect. So Adam, you sunblock in my eyes.
My shiver me timbers. I want to go treasure hunting.
Okay, do that, and I'll be like, let's go to REI.
Go ahead.
3, 2, 2, and 1.
Are you done?
Fluff my hair. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Ah, shiver me timbers. Let's go find me a treasure. I'll go by myself. Arr, matey, let's go. Nope. Arr, matey. Geocaching, you changed my
Oh,
mind.
brother. Well, Marika, geocaching was so much fun.
I know, I am so glad we came out here to do this.
It's great exercise, too.
Sorry.
Then we come with the family friends. 3, 2, 1.
Shiver me timbers, let me find me or something.
Arg, matey. Arg, matey.
Arg, matey.
Was that a good one? Does that look natural? I feel like a board.
Allison, let's go geocaching. Not so much.
You could. Do you feel okay?
I feel I have a
Bike helmet? Oh, that's a kid. Don't get hurt.